make $1,500 by 6.
Let me just say before I forget, to me that was a little funny joke, man. Little joke that nobody really noticed. Like the dude tried with the sign, the dude in the costume, like he couldn't do nothing clever with that sign.
Yeah.
Usually people spin him and everything. He was out there struggling with it. Hey everyone, come take a trip with me in the Toasty community courtesy of Trover Trip. Just click the link in the description below and take the survey that will help us decide where we go. Oh, Martin, it's the first of the month and the rent's due. Yeah, people, most people, are responsible and they pay their rent on time. But what's the fun in that? Can't make no movie out of it.
Can't make a movie out of that.
Ain't no movie out of it paying my rent and going about your business. No, what's the fun in watching people be responsible? We want to watch people fuck up. We want to watch people scramble to pay their rent. And that's what you have here with Drew and Alyssa. That's why they're so much fun to hang around, because they're always late with the rent. And their landlord has had it with them. And for once, they did have the money. Everything was good, but Alyssa's old trifling ass side piece, dick, whatever, she left the money with him, and they came back, and he and the money were gone. He had a business plan.
Funny, trying to get rid of him, and they finally do.
Yeah.
He's gone with the money.
There you go. You just have to pay him. Could get rid of him a long time ago. Just give him the rent money. So Drew and Alyssa now have 9 hours to get the rent. Hours out on the curb. Or worse, dead. Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for one of them days. And we'll be back to give you our review. Ooh, let me turn up the sound so you can hear it. Back with our review.
I am right here if you guys ever want to have a girls' night. A little Prosecco and pals.
Child, I saw one with a cat in a stroller.
Mama rude.
Shit, come to Austin. You're going to see all kind of animals looking like babies.
How we gonna make $1,500 by 6? Not to mention I got the interview at 4.
Let me just say before I forget, to me that was a little funny joke, man. Little joke that nobody really noticed. Like the dude tried with the sign, the dude in the costume, like he couldn't do nothing clever with that sign.
Yeah.
Usually people spin him and everything. He was out there struggling with it.
Did we still get the money?
Well, you riggedy wreck yourself, which is what they about to do for the next 2 hours that you see this movie. For them, though, it's 9 hours that they got to get this movie in, or this money in this movie. So, depending on who you are, this is formulaic, contrived, or maybe just a subgenre that does what it does. It's the buddy comedy. Whatever it is, you know what's going to happen. Predictable, you could say. Really, this is just a modern update on Friday.
Yeah, very, very much Friday.
Yeah, hood movie in one day. It even has its own Debo. But while Friday is still a better movie, I think they do a lot with this movie to stand on their own.
I found this movie delightful.
Yeah, no, listen, what keeps this going, what really keeps this movie funny, what really keeps this movie moving, what really keeps you laughing is Keke Palmer and SZA as Drew and Alyssa, man. They listen, they are good on their own. SZA I was really impressed with. I mean, they are funny, man.
Yeah, they work well together.
But that's the thing. They're funny on their own, but they play off each other.
They
great.
have a really good chemistry.
Yeah.
And yeah, like all the jokes don't hit, but they don't always seem like they're trying to.
Yeah.
But just it's less jokey and more humorous between the two of them.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you like spending time with them.
Yeah.
Even though they're broke and desperate and they, or especially SZA, keeps doing dumb shit.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing with them, man. So it's kind of a classic buddy comedy duo in that, you got one that's the crazy one or the funny one or whatever, the silly one, the stupid one, and then the other one's the straight guy or whatever. There's really no straight guy here. It's just one is kind of more responsible than the other,
Yeah.
but they both crazy.
Yeah.
and the thing is, like, you have Drew who's she's trying to get a promotion for her job. She's trying to be the manager of a Norms franchise. If you're in LA, then you know what Norms is. Alyssa's still in her black hippy dippy phase. You know, she wearing flowers and on everything, matching clothes, Muppets on her shoes. You know, painting all day.
Yeah, painting, but not selling anything, not even trying to.
Always talking about, what's gonna get us by? A good vibes and the gods. You know, it's like, God damn, girl, no wonder we ain't got no rent money right now. You know, good vibes, the gods, and some good dick. That's what's getting her by. But they both have comedy timing, man. But it also makes you feel like they really are friends who love each other. And they go through the motions of every romantic film, a romantic comedy, buddy film, buddy cop movie, whatever. You know, they go through the motions.
Yeah.
Up and down, you know, the big fight and all kind of stuff.
Yeah, the big fight, the makeup.
But you know, it's cool. They do some nice touches with the characters. I love that Drew is the default leader here. You know, she's if the rent's gonna get paid, she's gonna be the one to do it. Alyssa's gonna be out in the street.
Right.
That's why she's with her, because she'd be dead. She would work with this girl right here.
Because she's the one who was like, we have to get this money.
Yes.
Yeah, girl, it'll happen.
let me pray the gods. Oh, God damn it. Let me pray the gods, go get this good dick, and we're gonna be all right. Shut up. You know, she's sitting up here. You know, Drew is the responsible one. She's the one gonna get it done. But so she's very confident because she's the leader. But she got to think of this dude named Maniac, big old handsome brother, you know.
Yeah.
And when she gets around him, she just gets stupid. Yeah, she's so she's got a little range to her, man. You know, absurd, silly things happen in this movie, but it helps raise us above the formula. You know, because man, some jokes are bad puns. I know you appreciate this, but some of these are bad puns, but they fit within the atmosphere. They are going to the hood, not the projects or the complex they live in. They going to the hood to find old trifling ass Quaywan or whatever his name is, her Alyssa's man, and they see some hair just roll by with the wind.
Like tumbleweed.
Yeah. But she looked at it and said, tumbleweave. And I was like, no, I rolled my eyes. I was like, you know what? That fits for this movie.
Everybody was laughing so hard just at the visuals of that.
Oh, yeah. No, that was a funny joke. It was corny as hell because the hair just goes by. You see some hair, like, what the hell is that? And you're like, tumbleweave. And it's like, oh, okay, get out of here. But they got weird shit in there like the biscuit bandit. Who every time somebody try to order biscuits at churches, he'd run by. Somebody got their ass beat by ass. Got beat down got a booty beat down. Got beat by twerk. Man, shit that I know, I'd be like, man, that's just childish. That's black foolishness. But I looked at this, I laughed so hard.
Yeah, they do a lot to charm you in the beginning. So it's like, it's okay when they do it.
Yeah, no, you know, and also, speaking of that biscuit bandit right there, boy, Church's Chicken, man, the product placement is wild for that. Church's is another character with his own plot, subplot here. You're right. It's a subplot. It's a absurdity all in itself. And I know young Julian was the top of his head was blowing off with all the product placement because they stopped the movie practically to do a Church's Chicken commercial. And I was like, man, in principle, I don't like this. However, in the hood, Church's is the appropriate thing to have there. Yes, it is.
Matter of fact, when they first started doing it, it didn't even seem like it was product placement. It was just like, yeah, this is where we go.
I don't know when it happened, but Churches became black people food.
Yeah.
And that's what you're going to see in the hood. Shit, right now, back in Waco, I live in East Waco, the black part of Waco, and there's a Church's Chicken a mile away from me. I used to go to that Church's Chicken all the time. And it's funny because the movie stops for them to just say, oh man, this is the best part. The honey with the hot sauce. Oh, so juicy. It was like, God damn, y'all really stopped to eat some chicken. We are not continuing the story. We are watching y'all eat chicken right now. Fried chicken.
Yeah, it's blatant and it's shameless. and it's one of the more authentic parts of the movie. I was like, I'm so conflicted here. But
I think we got a biscuit badger to wake up. But listen, the movie might be silly, but they do some. They actually do some clever social commentary in here and things that you recognize in the hood. Trying to find when I like one of the biggest things is that they do a clever social commentary and statement on gentrification.
Oh yeah.
When the white girl moves in, because it's funny because when she moves in, when she moves in, she's got the best apartment, nicer than any of these black folks that got up here. And it's funny how the complex waits for her to get in there. It's because they're waiting for like she's a strange animal or attraction.
Right.
People pull out seats to look at her, and the way he set that up is great, man. Because Drew and Alyssa, they were in their apartment, and they walked out, and I noticed that everybody was frozen like a statue and just looking ahead. And I was like, what are these people? What are they doing? But Drew and Alyssa never acknowledge it. And then get downstairs, you see everybody lining up to see the white girl. I was like, oh, okay, that's what they're looking at. That was a great way of setting that up, man. I thought supporting cast was pretty good too. Lil Ray Howery. Cat Williams is all right. I don't think they gave him the best written material.
Right, not the best written, and he keeps popping up.
Yeah,
but I do like what his character is and his story arc for what it is.
You know what's funny? He in the movie. We talk about this all the time. We say it's a bad thing, but in this movie, he's the magical, mystical Negro.
He is. Well, it's okay when it's a movie full of black people.
Yeah, when he's helping black people, yeah. But if he was hanging out with white people, he'd be straight up a magical, mystical Negro. But I think there's some funnier cameos in here, man. Janelle James as the nurse.
Yeah.
I thought she was pretty funny.
She's always
The
funny.
dude that plays old trifling ass boyfriend, Keyshawn. Is Joshua David Neal. Man, he's good at playing old sorry ass fuck boy.
Yeah, I mean they got a bunch of comedic actors who are good at improv. I don't know if they improv here, probably so, but that's a lot of what made it work.
Man, I think the funniest side character, supporting character, was Kayla.
Oh.
What's her name? Montesoros or Montereso?
Yeah, she was on Curb Your Enthusiasm for a season.
Kayla Mayha. I'll fuck up her name. What's her name?
Oh, I don't know. Don't ask me.
Yeah. I think her name is Kayla Montereso Mahia. And she's funny here, man. So I think she had some of the best ad-libbing because they went over to get this loan, and she just did not give a shit about them and just rubbed it in. She was she was such a smart ass to them, and not not only just being a smart ass and not very helpful, but she was she was just rubbing it in how their lives suck. Your credit score sucks. You suck. You ain't getting no loan and get out.
You want a loan? What are the interest rates? There.
Damn, I thought that was the year of establishment. Way too old not to understand how credit works.
Yes. You're denied. You're void. Let's
go. She was great, man. I love that. Listen, the movie for me is contrived. In certain ways, there's no denying. Like Drew has her. It's funny how she has her appointment or her big interview. She's got a big interview on the same day as.
They got to get the rent money.
They got to get the rent money. And things are so chaotic. It's like, all right, oh my God, will she make it to her interview on time? Will things go well? Will the craziness interrupt the interview? Will she get the job? Listen, y'all. When you go watch this movie, it's almost like you're psychic. You see the future before they do.
Yeah.
So you know what's happening here, man. But we forgive it. At least I did because of the things that are working in here. The third act, though, is where it was a little bit too much because that's where the Debo character comes in, King Lolo, and I didn't mind it, but it's almost, even though he mentioned him earlier, he just came in at the last minute.
Yeah, and he kind of tried to take over. Man, we're trying to wrap this up.
Yeah.
You're trying to make the movie about you now.
And also, the whole thing of he's mad. He's trying to kill them, y'all. He's trying to kill them because they took some shoes. They took some shoes off of a power line. You know, I was like, that's it? You gonna kill them over that? You threw them up there. Also, that's another silly thing in the movie. This goes to show you that the movie is exactly aware of how silly they are. You know, when SZA tries to get those shoes off, she gets electrocuted like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
You know, listen, it's a good time. And even if all this stuff is too ridiculous for you or predictable or whatever, man, it's still fun watching Keke Palmer and SZA, man.
Yeah.
They are that strong in this movie.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's fun watching them. A thing I really liked about this movie is that the jokes or the humor, it wasn't obnoxious, and a lot of comedies are. They're like throwing stuff in your face, like huh, and this didn't do that. It's like it was playing and it was letting you go along with it. I just found myself enjoying it. Like I didn't know how I would feel about it, and I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, what'd you give it?
I give it a low matinee.
Funny, that's how I was gonna give it too. A low matinee.
Yeah.
It's, you know, the only reason why I'm giving it a low matinee is because, like I said, I think
And in the third act, especially.
The third act also felt a little rushed too.
Yeah.
Somebody made a good point though. It's also sort of like Half Baked in a way. You know.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, you haven't seen? Yeah, Half Baked has like ridiculous humor like this. So you know, yeah, Half Baked is pretty funny. But yeah, man, listen, if you would have asked me, you got two choices this weekend with new movies coming out: the Wolfman and this.
Go see this.
Man, y'all gonna have more fun with this. Looking at a man suffering, walking around in the dark, sad,
Eating his own
arm. Sad because he turned into a wolf man, taking all goddamn day to do it.